Hello everybody and welcome back to another C++ video. Now in today's video we are going to be going over the sequential search. Now the sequential search pretty much means that it searches the array that you are using in a sequence. For example, let's say I wanted to use a sequential search to find the largest number in an array. I can use a function to, in fact, find the largest number in that specific array. Now today we're going to be using a sequential search that will literally search for a value inside of your array. Now the first thing that you want to do is create a function that will use the sequential search. Now right here, you want to write in int sequential search, seek search. You write in constant int list, comma, int list length, comma, search item. I want to make sure right here you have int as well. And then, oops, how did I put that? You're supposed to put a semicolon at the end. And now you can just copy and paste that right to the bottom. Copy and paste that right to the bottom, and we can just leave it there, and we'll go back to it in a second. But right now, well, actually no, we should. In this case, I actually want to show you how a sequential works in the first place. So first up, the user inputs a list, and then they also enter the length of this list, and then they enter the item that they want to be searched for. So first up, we need to write in int location, and then we're going to write in bool, and we're going to write in found is equal to false. Because when you actually load up this function, you have not found what you want in the first place. Now you can actually also search this. You can actually make location equal to 0. And then you can write in while location is less than list length and not found, and found is equal to false. Then if list location is equal to the search item, then found is equal to true. Else location plus plus. Okay, so after we're done with that, you can come here and write in if found return location, else return -1. Now the way that this works is we have this while loop right here. See? Now what we do is that we scroll through all of the values inside of that array, and we start at the index of 0. Now, if index 0 is equal to the search item that we have up here, then we have found is equal to true. Let me just delete those double apostrophes. Then found is equal to true, and we get out of this while loop. Now, after we are done with this while loop, if found is true, then we return the location. We return the index that we found it at. And if not, then we return -1. Now, -1 comes into play in a second, because we are going to see if we got the wanted answer, or if the search item is non-existent. Because if this program returns -1, then that means that the search item does not exist inside of the array. Now let's say that your value wasn't at index 0, then it will just keep on going until it reaches the last location. And yeah, just keeps on going pretty much. And now we can actually get into our main function and get to coding inside of here, and piece together the function that we want to get. Okay, so first things first, we need to come to the top. Actually, first things first, we need to come to the very top and make sure we have everything included, but we also have to declare an integer called constant int, and we're going to name it array size, because in this case it is very useful to actually have constants, because I don't know if I've gone over this before, you are not able to actually you're actually not able to, let's say I have just a random variable declared. Now I don't know the value of this variable yet, but I want to do something like this. Let's say I just don't know the size. I cannot do this. Now I have a variable up here, and it's going to be called num. Int num. Now I don't actually know the value of num yet. And even if I did put a CIN right here, let's say I took in the value of num, it's not going to actually let me still, because the program needs to know the value whether or not, as soon as the program runs, the computer, IDE must know the size of that array. Okay? It must know. So that's actually, you aren't able to do something like this. You can't put in num. Pretty simple. As long as you were able to stay away from that, then yeah. It may be tempting to do something like that, and it does seem useful, but you just cannot do that. The program needs to know what is going on, what it can do, what it can control, as soon as you click that run button. But you can actually declare, I can actually do something like this. I can do that. The reason is because, one, this is a constant, and two, even if I did not have this constant here, written here, then I could just, then I could still plug it in, because all that matters is that I know what the value of array size is as soon as I run this program. Anyways, now that we're done with that, we can just take that out and get down to the stuff. Now after I explained that to you, we're just gonna get to the program. Now right here we can write in int list. Now this is going to be, the size of this is going to be array size. And then we're gonna write in int number. After we're done with that, we can write in cout, enter the array size, and then here you can write in integers, and then we're gonna do one of those for loops that I went over a video ago, where we're just gonna write in int index is equal to 0, index is less than array size, and index plus plus. So that's pretty much you're going to be using this a lot. So you could take in values from, just take in values and put them inside of your array. And then you cin int list oops. Int list index. There we go. And then we can cout and out. Now, after we're done with that, now we're going to get to our search. We can write in cout enter the number to be searched. And then we can cin number. And then we can cout and no. And then after that we can write in int position is equal to sequential search int list int list comma array size, and comma, number. And now if position is not equal to -1, then you can write in, see out number is found at index position and out. So pretty much if this is not equal to -1, then it executes this, which means you find at the index of whatever position is equal to. Else, you can see out number is not on the list. So now we can actually run the program. Now first I'm going to enter like 1, 3, so I'm just going to go ham with it. Just make sure that you enter the correct amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 8, and 8 is found at index 4. Nice. Now, that was actually a pretty easy program, and I hope you guys just learned that that's pretty much what I'm actually doing these examples for. I hope you guys learned something from doing all this, like how to use a sequential search to find your to find values inside of an array. Now keep in mind everything here is also applicable if you switch the data type of int list to a string. As long as you enter those specific strings, it still should give you good answers. It should give you everything that you want. Now I hope you guys had a great time doing this programming example, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.